I got the shark whale. Nemo. Clownfish. I need to get to know the octopus or dory. I got I put the parent thing. Then my mom give me this my this is my ring. This is Mary. I put my X finger.
The internet crazy with its beauty. We'll tell you about it coming up.
Tom Skilling's forecast is one touch away. Download the free Chicago Weather Center app today.
Right now at Feldco, it's Grand Slam savings.
Call 866 for Feldco.
For a very limited time, you can save $1,000 on Feldco windows with a $1,000 instant savings card. Plus, get no money down and no interest for 1 year. It's Grand Slam savings.
These Grand Slam savings won't last long, so hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
The Sound of Music. Critics are calling it sparkling, fresh, and lively. Don't miss it.
The Sound of Music at the Cadillac Palace Theater for 2 weeks only, June 7th through the 19th. For tickets, visit BroadwayInChicago.com.
Tough day, Leslie?
Oh, hey, Chewy. Yeah.
You know what would make you feel better. Come on, just say it. Say the magic words.
Wisconsin Dells.
It's not hard to have fun when you know the magic words. Start planning your next trip to the water park capital of the world. Download your free Whistdells to Go app today.
New Fresh Step with the power of Febreze. Out of control worth celebrating.
It's a big Australian dinner party every Outback, every day. And the fun starts at lunchtime. That's right, over 70 great combos starting at $6.99. What do you call an Australian dinner party that starts at lunch? Bloomin' great.
Man, we can smell the bland snacks all over you. Whoa.
New Hershey's and Reese's Snack Mix with chocolate, nuts, and pretzels. It's snack justice.
Get on island time with IHOP's new Paradise Pancakes. Try pineapple upside down, strawberry passion fruit, or banana macadamia nut.
Stop and smell the pineapple.
Take a tropical break with new Paradise Pancakes and come together over breakfast at IHOP.
The Sound of Music. Critics are calling it unlike any other. Don't miss it.
The Sound of Palace Theater for 2 weeks only, June 7th through the 19th. For tickets, visit BroadwayInChicago.com.
Welcome back to 8:13. A woman in Hawaii has been charged with her twin sister's murder. The identical twin sisters were seen arguing inside their parked Ford Explorer just before it plunged off a 200-foot cliff along Maui's coastline on May 29th. Anastasia Duvall was killed in that crash. Alexandria Duvall was critically injured. Police say she tried to fly to California after she was released from the hospital. The sisters recently changed their names. We're trying to open a yoga studio in Hawaii after moving from Utah. Their family says the crash was not intentional.
The convicted serial killer known as the Grim Sleeper is getting the death penalty.
We, the jury, in the public titled action, fixed the penalty for defendant Lonnie David Franklin Jr. as death by execution as to count 1 for the murder of Deborah Jackson, a human being.
A jury in Los Angeles recommended the death penalty for Lonnie Franklin Jr. A judge still has to impose it at a sentencing hearing in August. Franklin was convicted of murdering 9 women and a teenage girl. He was referred to as the Grim Sleeper since the murders started in the 1980s and resumed into the 2000s.
Just glad it's over and that he'll never get out to hurt anybody else.
The hardest thing is just to hear the thing about what he did and how he went about doing it.
California has not carried out an execution in 10 years. The state is trying to approve a new drug protocol for lethal injections.
A man won $30,000 in damages for a defective $40 printer he bought on Craigslist. Gersh Zavodnik immediately made outrageous demands of seller Doug Costello, and several courts tossed out Zavodnik's lawsuits, but then he got an idea. He sent Costello a letter demanding that he admit he sold a defective printer. Costello didn't respond. Finally, a court ruled that his failure to answer the letter amounted to an admission of guilt, so he had to pay $30,000 and another $12,000 for a lawyer.
Unbelievable. Marcus, how are you?
Doing pretty well. We're talking about what's trending today. Starting with this story. Take a look here. This is 22-year-old Megan McGurr in Memphis, Tennessee. She just graduated nursing school. Her mother said she could be in charge of the cake at her graduation party. And so this is what she came back with. There it is. Her doing a keg stand on the cake. She shared photos of this cake on her Twitter account and her mother's not-so-pleased reaction to the cake. She tells BuzzFeed that her mom always said she didn't want to hear about her drinking, so she thought she would just show her instead. She's saying that you don't want to put those kind of images out there so early in your career, but...
you're not thinking about it. When you're 21, it's fabulous. But then she's going to...
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, or she'll get a job on a morning show. Hey, you remember we had Jip the Celebrity Pomeranian here a few weeks ago? We might have some competition in the cute dog arena. This is Maya. She is a Pomsky, the result of breeding a Husky and a Pomeranian. People are gushing about her eyes and luscious coat and smile there. Maya only has 27,000 followers on Instagram, though. A lot of catching up to do to get to Jip's 2.5 million followers. I'm Team Jip, in case you can't tell. But I don't know who these cute dogs are. Pretty good-looking dog, though. And this looks like your average California vineyard. Big difference. This one is at a cemetery. They call it Bishop's Vineyard. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Oakland oversees this 16-acre cemetery. They say the grapes make it feel like less of a fearsome place. If I can get that out there. They tell the New York Times it's also a way to help cover costs. For example, an acre of grass costs $50,000 an acre to plant, while an acre of grapevines costs $17,000 to plant. More and more Americans are choosing cremation over burial these days, leaving cemeteries to come up with creative ways to keep their businesses running. You can see more about this vineyard at bishopsvineyard.org. Pretty interesting. And one more thing for you this morning. Lincoln Park Zoo is going wild for the Broadway show of Hamilton. Take a look at Alexander Hamilton. That's true. Baby Camel was born last month. Zoo officials say the name is a nod to the founding father and the hit musical.
Yeah.
Alexander is the first camel born at the zoo since 1998. He could grow up to 7 feet tall and weigh 1,500 pounds. Again, Alexander Hamilton.
Nice.
Alexander Hamilton is the name of the new camel at the zoo. We got us talking about it here, so mission accomplished.
There we go.
And follow us.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thanks, Marcus.
Hey, Paul.
Hi there. Today, look for temperatures that will be climbing to right around the 70-degree mark. It'll be cooler lakeside today and tomorrow by about 5 degrees or so. For tomorrow, mid-70s with sunshine. For Thursday, a chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms for a high of 82. And then a 30% chance of rain both Friday and Saturday, with temperatures climbing into the lower 90s by Saturday. Then a little bit cooler here for Sunday, Monday. Dry temperatures in the low to mid-80s. That's forecast.
Time now for On Time.
Anna's in Glenview. Hey, Anna.
Good morning. Welcome to Toys Inside Story. From Cole Children's Museum in Glenview, Kara is playing with a giant Etch-a-Sketch, but learning how it works inside. And we appropriately have invited the one and only Princess Etch-a-Sketch, Larry Robinson. He can do. How long did that take you?
This took 8 hours.
That is unbelievable. How did you figure out that you could draw this way with the Etch-a-Sketch?
It's a toy that I played with when I was a kid, and I just picked it up naturally, and I didn't even realize that it was difficult to do. So
Tell people what you showed me about turning the two knobs. What's the secret?
If you turn both knobs at once, you can create diagonals.
Look, so see, you get all curvy, and since you're still an awful artist like me, you create nothing. But Jane does these gorgeous, gorgeous portraits too. Larry Robin, she says that in 2 hours, she can draw whatever you want. Any ideas what we can give her to draw, what we should commission her to do by the end of the show?
Boy, that one of you is amazing. I don't know. Well, Larry,
Be clean, Robin. Larry, I need an idea from you.
Come on, Larry.
An idea for me.
Maybe Wink Winkle or
There you go,
Sam
Wink
Parker. They never get enough love around here.
Wink, okay, I'll have to Google a picture of Wink, and then we'll see if she can do it. And by the end of the show, Princess Etch-a-Sketch will have it done for us. Wonderful. We'll have more coming up from Cole Children's Museum, Inside Toys.
Thanks, Tom.
What the fuck?